Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel Ecom Family. My name is Miriam and right now it is 6:30 here in the evening and still a lot of lights outside. And I'm just here outside. I'm thinking of picking some vegetables like tomatoes because we don't have tomatoes inside the house. So let's start. Okay, I'm here now inside the garden and we're going to go to the tomato area here. Let's pick some tomatoes. So these are cherry tomatoes and my husband liked to eat these cherry tomatoes. Oh, this one cracked. I'm not sure if that means overripe or has something to do with the weather, because for the last couple of days it was very hot, like 95 degrees. So let's pick some red tomatoes. Here we go. And earlier we had that storm, so I'm happy. I'm sure the plants are also happy. They are well hydrated now, and I'm happy because I don't have to water them tomorrow. My container here is just, I think this is a quart size container. My bitter melon here, this is white bitter melon, that one there. Our first time to plant this variety of bitter melon. And I have one here too, here in the ground. Here we go. That's a white bitter melon. Okay, let's pick two more. Oops, I dropped that. These cherry tomatoes are sweet. I have to check what kind of variety is this. We got this from the nursery. It's called, the name is Sweet Million FNT Hybrid Tomato. Sweet Million according to. And I noticed this kind of variety. Really lots of tomatoes in there. This one here, not just a straight, sometimes just one long straight, tomatoes in there hanging, but that variety has different branches. Like this one. This one is just one straight long, but this one here, this kind of cherry tomato is different. See? Has many branches on the sides here. Here on the side, not just a long straight one. Lots of branches. Yep. I think I can pick more here. Oops, I drop again. Well, next year that the seeds of the tomatoes will germinate and it will become, I think they call it volunteers. I think that's how they call it. Alright. Look at the tomato plants. They're there on the ground because the what's called this? This thing here is just it's very long. It reaches the ground. This one is in the ground too. I'm just going to pick this. These are large cherry tomatoes. This is good for slicing, like in your salad. But the small cherry tomatoes, you can eat it right away. You don't have to slice it. They are small and sweet. And this one is the Roma tomato. I think I have Roma tomatoes there. I'll just leave this one because it's not yet very ripe. I have more There it is, very ripe. And let's see. Here's the big tomatoes here. The San Marzano, I noticed they're not yet. They just start to turn red, while the rest are we have been harvesting them. I think because the San Marzano are big, so it takes time for them to ripen. And I have here more cherry tomatoes. That one there, I think I can pick some. Have more tomatoes in there. That's large cherry. And I think I need to trim the leaves because it seems like the tomato plants start to get very bushy. I don't like them to get so bushy because it gets so crowded, and then the disease, because the disease like blight or other fungus, if the tomatoes are don't get enough airflow. This is some kind of beefsteak. And I have here ripe Roma tomatoes. This one here, I can pick to this. Yeah, these are big Roma tomatoes. I think the variety of this is Roma VF. I'm not sure what do you mean by VF. Maybe something to do with disease resistant of, I don't know what is VF. And here's my tomatoes for inside the house. I don't like to pick a lot of tomatoes and then just setting in the kitchen counter. I like it picking a few, a little bit at a time, and then use it. So everything here in the garden is really doing well, and I'm so happy with this. Thank you, Lord. The garden is doing good. Here we go. And here, look at that's onion bulbs. Pretty. Yep, everything here is doing good. These are the squash. Look at the winter squash. It's already dark in color. That's spaghetti. And I know I have a lot of big cucumbers here because yesterday I wasn't able to harvest, and also today. So I'm going to harvest these cucumbers tomorrow, and then the big ones, the big cucumbers, I will give them to the chickens. The chickens love these cucumbers. And then the smaller one, we're going to eat them. I don't like the big ones, so they go into the chickens. Look at this one here. These are big cucumbers that, I wasn't able to pick on time. And look, they're ripe now. I'm not going to save the seeds for this. This one, I'm going to give this to the chickens tomorrow, because these are hybrid variety. If I'm going to save the seeds, then the plants for next year won't be the same as like this. And here, I really need to harvest the rest of the beets. I have beets here. The beets here are still, they're the small side. And I think this is it, and I don't want them to give more time because they might get tough and like a stringy kind of the meat. It's not anymore tender. So I'm going to pick them as soon as I can, and I'm going to plant in this area once I've done pulling them out all the bits. I'm going to plant more uh, Brussels sprouts because I still have Brussels sprout seedlings there. And these are the onions. Looks like they're getting ready to, the leaves are getting ready to die. See that? There you go. I think these are big onions. I'm happy with this, they're big. Okay everyone, I'm done picking some tomatoes. These tomatoes there. Just a small container. Uh, please subscribe, it is free. And also please comment below the video. Please like the video. And please hit the notification bell button so that you will not miss any video from us. Thank you so much for watching. And here's a sunflower. And see you on the next video. Thank you everyone. Take care and God bless.